Welcome to Reality with Kiki. I'm your host, Kiki, and on this channel, we discuss reality TV, celebrity gossip, and viral topics. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you like our content. You can also follow us on our Facebook page. A link will be in the description box below, and we also have it linked in our bio.
All right.
Giselle and Robin are finalizing their plans to get a hotel when they get back to the house. So Robin goes on to say how Wendy is a horrible host. And I'm just like, Robin, when Wendy, Karen, and the scholar had to stay in that cottage, y'all didn't have anything to say about their accommodations. And now that you are getting the short end of the stick, you have something to say. So they're leaving the restaurant. They get back into the Sprinter. I find it interesting how Robin found her way back to the back next to Giselle, and now you're all giddy and happy. You all giddy and happy at the house, like, but you said you were miserable because of your period. Which one is it? So they're on the ride back, and we are back to Chris and his brown peen. He jokes to show everybody because Candace says the brown peen is doing what it needs to do, and G is like, it's not brown, it's white. And Mia's like, it's pink. And she's like, no, it's brown. And Mia and G are like, well, I want to see. And he jokes about pulling his pants down, but it doesn't happen. And then, of course, G jokes about pulling his pants down, just continuing to be inappropriate. As I said, Robin was giddy at the house because her and Giselle are packing their things and are leaving. Mia and a scholar are trying to convince them to stay. No, just say no. We're going to a hotel. And they end up leaving without saying anything to anybody. And Wendy knows that they're leaving because I'm sure she heard the commotion, but Eddie also was looking out the window and saw that they were leaving. And Wendy is like, they just want a moment, which I agree with. So as they are leaving, Giselle says that Wendy is bitter, like, because she doesn't give a F about what is going on about their room and their accommodations. What is there to be bitter about? I just don't care, and I'm paying you dust. How is that hard for you to understand? Wendy is here to have a good time, and I would not worry about some negative Nancy's that weren't supposed to come on the trip anyway. She already knew the moment that y'all showed up, it was you coming there to start something. And if I'm on vacation, I don't have time to be dealing with nobody being negative either. Because I'm sure that y'all have been in worse places. Obviously, like, this is an older home, so you can't expect to have a bathroom, but you could have made it work. Like, Giselle, you're not going to be going to the bathroom 20 times a day. Also, Ashley offered for you to use her bathroom, and you could have done so. So anyway, whatever. Everybody goes to sleep next morning. They're waking up, cooking breakfast and different things like that. And Ashley calls Giselle on FaceTime and is talking to her. And Karen comes over and is like, basically like, what you did, like, that is crazy. Like, you just gonna up and leave in the middle of the night. You didn't even say anything to anybody. And she's like, yes, I did, or whatever she said. And she's like, well, did you say goodbye to the host? And she's like, well, the host hasn't said a word to me. And little did she know, Wendy was right there in the vicinity and heard her. And she said, oh, no, that's a lie. When you came here, I welcomed you here. And then it turns into, oh, she's angry. And it's feeling like colorism. You keep trying to perpetuate and put these adjectives on Wendy. There's nothing angry about what she said. She stated the truth. You don't like the same energy that's given to you. You have a stank, nasty attitude. And then when you're given to it, when it's given to you back, you got a problem. So Robin is like, don't have a trip if you can't accommodate everybody. Again, forgetting that y'all both said y'all weren't coming, did not respond to the invite or anything, or actually did and said you weren't coming. So why are you upset about the accommodations? She's like, what if Juan would have came? But he wouldn't. And he didn't. We all know Juan is not going to show up. Juan do not show up for you, sweetie. Please. Cut it out. So the next morning, they are in the kitchen, and Mia is talking about how it's not luxury. And usually, when she wants to vacation, it's luxury. And I get it. Trust me, I do. I love a luxurious vacation as well. But if a friend was planning a trip and it wasn't as luxurious, but we are safe and we are having fun, like, I would be okay with that. And I wouldn't be complaining. So Ray shows up finally. Karen greets him and is talking to him about what's been going on. And, she's just happy to see her hubby. So Robin and Giselle show up. Robin has on these ugly overalls. I don't even know where you find something like that, but they come into the house. Giselle's sitting there in the kitchen when he comes in and pays her dust. And then she had the nerve to have a comment about it in her confessional. Giselle's like, oh, when he comes in, she doesn't say anything to me. And I'm happy because I don't want to say anything to her either. Okay, so if it's not a problem that she didn't speak to you, why do you feel a need to comment on it? You feeling some type of way because nobody is kissing your ass. Who are you? You are not the Queen of Potomac. So they finally make it to the boat. They're on the boat where they're gonna have lunch and just take a ride. Uh, Robin and Escala go downstairs and are having a discussion while eating some food. And Escala is basically trying to talk to Robin because she feels like she is building a relationship with Wendy, and it's kind of awkward because Robin and Wendy are not getting along, and that there's a conversation that needs to be had. And Robin is just like, well, I don't want to talk because every time I talk to Wendy, it turns into a debate. There is nothing to have a debate about. You're wrong. You need to hold yourself accountable. And when you come for her, she gives it right back to you. What is there to be a debate? I just don't like how they're trying to frame Wendy like she is just this impossible person. When it's you and Giselle who need to take accountability. So while they're having this conversation, Mia comes downstairs to get some food, but she is also eavesdropping. And from listening part of the conversation, she goes back upstairs and tells Wendy, I heard downstairs that you changed from last year. You turned into a whole new person. And she's like, well, who said that? And Mia's like, well, Robin said it. And Wendy said, well, if she has not changed in a year, then she has an issue and she needs to evolve. So Mia's being messy, trying to take the crown for being the bone carrier, and she's confronted Robin about what she said to try to have a conversation between Wendy and Robin. And Wendy is basically just like, it is understood that we are not in a good place and like we just need to leave it there. But she keeps trying to push, push. And Giselle is saying that Wendy is combative and aggressive. And it's just like, why do you continue to put these terms on this girl? Because you've shown those characteristics over and over again throughout all of these seasons, and nobody has ever done that to you. But Wendy is paying them dust as she should, and Mia keeps trying to push the conversation. So Wendy changes gears and it's just like, since you want to solve and come to a better understanding so badly, how about you and Candace have a conversation? So Candace and Mia have a conversation about the comments that they made to each other. Candace finally admits that the low budget comment was very hurtful to her. But you know what? I'm just not here for her crocodile tears. Like, I understand that you are working hard for something, but that wasn't necessary. Your comeback, the way you came back, wasn't necessary. And we will never look past that when it comes to you. But they have a heart to heart, and that's how things end off. This episode was a little bit slow. I'm not mad at it because they have been giving us drama for like 4 weeks straight, and we've been living. So, you know, it was okay for to bring things a little bit down. So down in the comments, you guys let me know what you thought about the heart to heart that Candace and Mia had. Do you think that they can move past it? Do you think that it was fake? Let me know what you think, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.